Hello everyone, Gravel here, and today I'll be showing you how to play Spinventor. Right, so Spinventor usually is kind of awkward in terms of scaling its damage. Right, you have to like upgrade individual pegs over time with stuff like Swaltorb or Refurbisher, which aren't the best orbs ever. So I mean, having a relic that just does that with every orb is kind of amazing. It's definitely better than Basic Blade, because if you think this is basically like +1/+1 for each peg that gets upgraded, well, this is just only non-crit damage, and this can scale up way above +1/+1. Extra max HP is nice, especially for Act 4, but overall this is just like scaling we can't miss out on. Right, so to start off with these early fights, just going to try and get as much gold as possible. The enemies in these early fights don't do too much damage, so it's okay to do a little bit of farming. I want to make sure we start detonating bombs here though. So you don't want to take too much unnecessary damage. Might just throw a Horrible in here, see if I can get some bombs. Nice. Set my refresh. Maybe Terrible can do 60 damage. I doubt it, but if I go for the crit, it could be possible. Ah, not quite. So yeah, we get hit a little bit. Then we get a nice kill. We do have an elite fairly early on that we want to go for. So I think it makes sense to just start taking good orbs like Rub Orb. Against the slime boss later on as well, so that's going to require a lot of single target damage. Yeah, Infernal is basically just a worse Rub Orb. Because, bouncing light, they both allow you to bounce your orb around the board a lot more. But Infernal does self-damage, and Rub Orb doesn't. Right, here we've got a few options. That would be a whole lot of extra max HP the entire run, which is definitely very beneficial for Act 4. Unicorn Horn, not too impactful, but it would be helpful. Bomb Tom's AoE, and Spinventor really struggles with AoE. It doesn't have that many AoE orbs, and as a result, a lot of its AoE does end up coming from bombs. So definitely a good option there. I think, yeah, if we can, we'll try and get Bomb Baton. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, we got the worst one, but it's okay. Shouldn't be too disappointed, because it's still a relic. That question mark could have been an Infernal event and I just take 4 damage, so getting a relic instead is definitely one of their options. Let's make sure we kill this bat, because it does slightly more damage than the slimes do. And obviously we'll heal if it starts hitting me. Yeah, I mean the nice thing about Unicorn Horn is it does sort of help get extra little bits of gold here and there. So I'm going for a few bombs here. Nice. Yeah, we were talking about scaling being kind of a pain. Swaltorb's not too bad for Spinventor in the forest, because a lot of the mini-bosses are power slide based, which does allow Swaltorb to hit a load of pegs, and then the orb after it to hit a lot of pegs that the Swaltorb upgraded. So yeah, especially with this elite coming up, I think we'll take a Swaltorb here. And yeah, we'll keep doing fights to get gold, to buy more orbs and upgrade those orbs. Here I think I'm just going to weaken the bat a little bit. And then we'll start going for bombs. Try and weaken the bat behind it. See, I targeted the back bat instead of the middle one just to make sure I hit the middle one, rather than the bat in front, which is definitely going to die to this bomb. Got a very good shot there, because now I can get this bomb. And I can very easily shoot in the middle to kill this guy with all the upgraded pegs. But instead what I'm going to do is just get a little bit more gold. Nice. Now we were saying Spinventor really struggles with AoE. It tends to rely on like very specific orbs or bombs. And this is one of those very specific orbs. So yeah, we definitely want to make sure we got AoE for the Forest mini boss coming up here, because 4 out of 5 Forest mini bosses require AoE. And even if it is the Minotaur, we've got scaling damage, so we should be alright. Right, Slime Hive. I mean, the main way you do damage to this guy is just breaking a hole in the middle. And trying to get your orbit stuck in it. Really didn't want to set off that bomb earlier there, but what can you do? It would be nice to get the crit there. I think it'll be alright. So yeah, now that we've opened up the middle here, we can get a nice orb in. I should just bounce around and do loads of damage. We don't care too much if these green slimes start hitting us, because again, they don't do very much damage. And if we do kill them, it just causes the mini boss to spawn even stronger slimes. So yeah, we'd rather just focus our damage on the mini boss. I couldn't quite hit that there, it's a shame. I can get the refresh here. Yeah, to be honest, the mini boss is on low enough HP that I think it might be worthwhile to just start going for the bombs. And just reduce the damage I take a little bit. And then we'll see if I can get that other bomb down the bottom. Almost. Hopefully this kills. I know there's quite a lot of pegs missing. Nice. And then ideally this does 30 damage as well. No, not quite. Right, now I get the bomb. Cool, so that wasn't the worst fight ever. I just heal up and upgrade my icicle for the next mini boss we fight. Activate anything kind of just doesn't do anything, so this is an easy pocket watch here. Bit of an awkward navigation because there's not a direct path in, but fortunately Unicorn Horn helps to make it nice and easy. And what I tend to like doing for this fight is just going for this bomb on the left first. I find it pretty easy to just open up and then detonate. And then we can start going for ones on the right. See if we can get this bomb here. Right, nice. Almost killed there, but didn't quite. It's fine. Let's see if we can get some more bombs going. Nice. And then hopefully Rubble will bounce around in here and get a bit more gold. Nah, not quite. I think we do have a lot of damage at the moment, we're just lacking in HP. And that does usually be the case for the Spinventor. In the early game it's very much like a glass cannon with no defense and high damage. Yeah, we're just going to try and keep that up until hopefully we survive long enough to find some sort of defense. Ideally in the form of healing slime. I mean, we are doing a lot of damage. Just kill that guy on a pretty bad board. Without even detonating any bombs. Alright, if we can get 3 more gold here, I can upgrade and heal, which would be great. Might just switch to Terrible for that then. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just get this gold. Because this should avoid detonating bombs. Oh, or it could detonate every single bomb. Fair enough. Right, well. If you want damage, and we do, because you know we're going to slime boss and another mini boss, Summoning Circle is one of Spinventor's best tools for doing that. And it's got a lot of utility too, because it effectively gives you like 2 copies of an orb in your deck. So for single use orbs like Bulb or Potion Bolt, really strong there. It's also just a good source of multi-ball, which is very strong against the F4 boss. Kind of sucks in the forest, because like, yeah, we got loads of bad orbs. But even our bad orbs aren't that bad with Spinventor. So hopefully we should be okay. Ideally from this mini boss we'll be able to get a bit of healing and an upgrade, because we're already on 24 gold. That's also a nice little bit of healing, so it helps us with our defense a little bit. Alright, same mini boss again. We'll do a similar thing, just try and open up the middle and then fire orbs down it. If I make a nice big hole here, hopefully I can get my Summoning Circle Sword Orb in there. Nah, not quite. The next one should go in. Open the hole up. And then Terrible hopefully opens the refresh up. So that I can get in there with Rub Orb, and that will hopefully just kill the tree. Ah, that's it, pops out immediately. And doesn't even get the crit. Okay, well, I mean, this isn't going amazingly. I've got a pretty bad refresh spot. But I mean, again, we don't want to kill the slimes, because they are doing very little damage compared to what other slimes there could be attacking us. Now the tree's low enough that it does make sense to go for the bombs, and that will also kill the slimes. Alright, nice. So I think the most sensible thing here to do is to just heal up, maybe upgrade Summoning Circle for even more damage. We were saying before how we're struggling with AoE, and that does also help a lot with our single target damage. Bessie Sage is really good on Spinventor, because there's a limit to how many ways you can actually like scale your stats up. Most of the time Spinventor only buffs with peg upgrades. And Aquaman's Cookbook can be kind of bad for the F4 boss unless you specifically get a Recombobulator. Yeah. It's difficult because that is a lot of damage. But that's AoE. Yeah, I mean, I think Slime Boss is going to be a single target damage check. The Demon Wall Pigment would be a single target damage check. So I'm kind of leaning more towards Bessie's Edge. Alchemist Cookbook does also like eat your upgraded pegs, which isn't great. This is also a lot more consistent, like sometimes you just get 0 bombs out of this. So yeah, we'll go for Bessie's Edge here. It's a tough decision, there's not very many relics I would take over Alchemist Cookbook. We've got a Mimic here, but fortunately we've got a nice summoning circle into Rub-Orb. Almost just immediately kill them. But that kind of works out because it allows us to get a bit more gold. Right, nice. Concentrication is incredibly good against the slime boss. And since we skipped out on a bit of AoE with Alchemist Cookbook, it makes sense to take a Concentrication to take out priority targets in the castle. Right, okay. So, I mean, if you just see this relic on Spinventor, you just take it, right? It's arguably Spinventor's best relic. You're making, like, the whole board slowly durable, so it's great for damage, as well as just, like, healing, because you're making healing slime everywhere. I mean, Primal Frost is a bit of AoE, and this is like a bit of like damage reduction, but overall, like, Slime Missile is by far the best option here. It's going to compensate for our lack of AoE as well, because we can just like heal through damage rather than needing to kill enemies very quickly. It doesn't do a whole lot against the slime boss, but I mean, we did just take Concentrication, which is a very hard counter to the slime boss, and just really good against all the floor 1 bosses in general. So yeah. Easy slimy salve here, and then we'll just go through these fights. Probably just to heal up a little bit more. I think our damage is looking pretty good. Right, Horrible is really good in this fight because you can just sort of fire it here and it detonates all the bombs, especially if you're like summoning circling it. And then this middle bomb here is pretty much guaranteed, so we don't get spat on by the plants. I don't really want to throw Icicle here because it'll kill everyone. Instead, what I think I'll do is refresh the board a bit, get a little bit of healing, and then send my orb in this side. Just to get a little bit more gold. And there's a decent bit more gold on this side as well. Ooh, even more healing. I mean, for the most part in the early game, you can't really go wrong with defense. It's only really like the Demon Wall and the Demon Hand that'll heavily punish you for that. I mean, Restore in particular is going to give us a whole bunch of max HP over the course of the run, which would be really good for Act 4. So I think it definitely makes sense to take Restore here. And if I can get a bit more gold, that'd be great. Yeah, I mean, this fight really sucks. You're kind of just forced to take a lot of damage here. My Icicle's nowhere to be seen. I mean, what I do tend to like doing is sort of opening up this bomb here. It's not going to work super well because we refreshed, but at least I can detonate it here. And then hopefully if I just like fire around the side, I should open up the bomb on the right. I don't think it kind of worked out because of all the durable pegs and refreshes. But it should be okay anyway. Right, this is going to double fire Concentrication, so it's going to set off the bomb, which is really helpful for us. Might fire it through all this gold, try and get a little bit more gold. Let's see, there's a nice spot down here with loads of golds in it. So I'll just take some of them. Annoyingly, I didn't quite get 50 gold, but that's okay. Just upgrade Restore up here so I can start getting max HP out of it pretty soon. And we should be okay for damage with this guy, especially if we get Summoning Circle Swaddle right at the start. So I should be able to fire an orb that slides down the slides down the slime here, and also get some of the bombs, which is really good. I didn't really want them to go exactly on top of each other, but kind of just worked out that way. Get a nice crit here. So now both sides of the board are upgraded. Which is going to help us do a lot of damage. Ice Circle can pierce through here to get the refresh. And we can just about reach that crit there with Concentrication, but it is covered in red slime, so it's going to dull the bounce a bit. So what I might do is go for the bomb first. That might give it a little bit more force. And the slime boss is going to take a lot of damage here because of these upgraded pegs. Same on this side. Don't need to go for the crit because the base damage and crit damage are the same. And then here, pretty much anything I do is going to kill him, so I might just get a little bit of healing off of the healing slime first. I didn't quite get him, so no, it's a bit of a waste. Instead, what I might do is go for some gold. Not sure Unicorn did what it said it was going to do there, but sure. I mean, we should be fine overall. Alright, we did get an early crit sector. If I got this like right at the start of the forest, I might go for the assemble. But overall, the assemble's not that strong. It's basically just a big AoE orb. So I think instead what we'll do is upgrade Restore. And upgrade our Ice Score. Just in case we get any nasty AoE fights early on. Alright, looking at our relics here. Go for Gold wouldn't be too bad. Like, even though it makes our pebbles like 0/0s, we would slowly be upgrading the board with Refresh Perspective. So yeah, definitely not terrible at all. Defresh Potion does kind of suck, because eventually we're going to run out of pegs, and it turns off our cookie. And we do really want pegs for Slimy South, so probably not going to take that. Instead, what I think we'll do is we'll take one of Spinventor's best boss relics, Glorious Suffering. I've said a few times now that scaling kind of sucks, and yet Glorious Suffering is one of Spinventor's like best scaling options. Kind of beats out like every other option by far. So yeah, we're definitely Glorious Suffering here. It's gonna be incredibly good with this Slimy South. And hopefully we should still be able to do some decent damage even with the -4/-4, because there's stuff like Betsy's Edge and Spinventor Originality. And Refresh Perspective's gonna help a little bit too. Right, looking at our options here. Add an extra pebble for every pebble would ruin us, because we'd be adding 4 pebbles. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad because they can attack with Glorious Suffering, but it's still something we definitely want to do. Relic Rotations, very good option for dying to the Act 2 boss, right? Because it could just turn off my Glorious Suffering and my Slimy Salve, and then I'm completely screwed. So instead what we'll do is we'll go for Blinded by the Fight. As long as I just play really well, theoretically this doesn't have any downsides. It's also countered a little bit by Unicorn Horn. It's not going to make sort of great viewing gameplay, but I think we should be okay. I think what I'll do is I'll get the chest on the right, just because it's hopefully guaranteed. Well, the one on the left I could directly misnavigate. Yeah, usually the Ballista is a pretty scary boss for Spinventor, just because of how inconsistent your defense is. But now that we've got Slimy Salve and we can upgrade our healing slime, we should be okay. Obviously, every 10 upgrades you do to healing slime, it heals 1 additional HP. So with Glorious Suffering, you can buff it up pretty quickly and get it to healing a lot of HP with just 1 healing slime peg. Probably should go for a refresh here. I'm really not very worried about this fight. Maybe I should be. Yeah, I mean, the upgraded pegs make it very difficult to see which pegs are and are not there. So I might have to go quite hard on refreshes, just to make sure my pegboard is actually full of pegs. Might just go for the crit on the icicle here. Okay, that worked out. I can get a little bit more healing from the healing slime, a bit more gold, and we're okay. Right, we were saying we were having a little bit of difficulty with refreshes. Laser Orb's great with refreshes because you can just snipe it wherever it is on the board, similarly to Concentration. It's not too good with the Slimy Salve, but either way I think it should be okay. Hopefully I can navigate to the right here. It's going to be very difficult because I can't see which parts of my pegboard are actually here or not. Molten Gold's nice, just a little bit of extra gold. Right, I mean, removing Pebble would be nice, but again, we also already said that it's not too bad because of Glorious Suffering. I think if we just duplicate Restore, we're going to get a whole lot more max HP. A whole lot more defense. It just makes a lot of sense, I think. Upgrading Summoning Circle I can just do in the next fight. It's not too much of a priority. Now that we've got 2 Restores, it makes a lot of sense to go for more fights, so we'll try and get this one here. Barely made it. Let's try and get into these bombs here. Might try and get in these ones on the side here instead. Definitely want to go for the crit here. Not the best shot ever. Yeah, it's just very difficult to tell where my pegs are and are not. So yes, I might just start going hard on an individual healing slime, because I am taking a bit of damage here. And just try and heal up quite a bit. Refresh is in a really bad spot, so we can get Concentration to bring it out. And then Summoning Circle on Laser Orb. Okay, if it'll give me a bit of healing and maybe kill the guy too. Yeah, I didn't quite kill him, unfortunately. That's alright, we're still doing okay. Again, we've got like 2 Restorbs in our deck. So I think here I just upgrade Summoning Circle. Don't want to be greedy and not heal. I think it makes sense too. Again, I've got like lots of healing. Nice thing about Unicorn Horn is it makes it easier to do this. Alright, I mean this fight kind of sucks, but we got both our Restorbs early. which definitely helps. This bomb's exposed, so I can get that one. I was really hoping to kill the archer in front. Should definitely be able to kill it now, though. Yeah, even if that wasn't the best shot ever. Got summoning circle into icicle, which is really good. Alright, if I can get this bomb on the right and the moving bomb at the bottom, that'll kill all the knights. Should hopefully be easy with summoning circle icicle. Especially if I get a crit. Alright, nice. Best foot forward is definitely a good option, because if I make healing slime I can like rapidly upgrade it. So I think I will definitely take you and upgrade you as well. Again, just try and get a little bit of healing from our healing slime. Alright, try and dig out some of these bombs here. That bomb should be pretty easy to get, so instead I'll use... Oh, it's annoying the crit spawn there. I would have liked to use concentration to get right in the middle of these 3 bombs here. So instead I might go for these 2. And then maybe laser can go for these ones instead. Now all the pegs in the path to them should be cleared, so I can get another restore. Best foot forward can go on the healing slime. And get the bomb too. And again, we can heal and kill the guy in front of us. And again, heal and kill the guy in front of us. I might want to try and skip down to restore here, so I just take a bad shot. And then try and heal a little bit more with this healing slime. Nice. And we are kind of relying on laser and concentration to find our refreshes here, which isn't super ideal. So if we just had a whole bunch more refreshes on the board, that'd be great. Refresh skill is also really strong with Glorious Suffering. So yeah, I think we'll definitely take that. We don't have any form of like reload protection, like Round Guard or Decoy Orb. So it makes a lot of sense to just have like a bajillion orbs in my deck as well. See if we can get a little bit more healing out of this. I would have liked to hit it twice, but it didn't quite work out. Okay, getting rid of Pebbles is alright. Makes our summoning circle more likely to hit something good. Don't know if I'm necessarily going to be able to navigate the best way here. I kind of like to go to the left, do double question mark into elite. But yeah, this is a very awkward board to try and navigate on. I think this might do it. Nah, not quite. I think either path's okay here. Obviously I can't really afford anything from the shop. Our turtle's great. It's going to help us get a good boss relic. Get a good relic from this elite here. If we survive, which hopefully we should do. summoning circle into horrible isn't the best thing ever, but hopefully they'll at least make a lot of healing slime. Let's try and take out this mage here. I didn't quite work out, but that's okay. We'll go for the refresh over here with summoning circle into horrible. And then we'll kind of just spam restorbs, hopefully trying to get this refresh. I might open up this healing slime here for my best foot forward. I think we'll just try and upgrade it as much as possible. Try and kill this guy here too as well. Yeah, I mean this is a bit awkward because I really don't want this big guy to start smacking me a whole lot. Yeah, I'll try and go for the refresh here. Oh, I actually got the crit, that's kind of cool. Alright, well now the pressure's on to really kill this guy. Fire this through the healing slime. Just to get a bit of healing up. Very good shot. Try and get these to refresh again. For again a little bit more healing before we fight the blister. Alright, hopefully this will kill. Yeah, I'm missing quite a bit of HP, so definitely makes sense to go for more healing rather than trying to go for the shop or anything. Best foot forward, again, priority is going to be upgrading my slimy salve, so even though this reduces the Spinventor originality, I think it does make a lot of sense to take a second one. Right, we want to do a lot of refreshing, so bag of orange pegs doesn't make too much sense. Pince maneuver is great against the Full boss, but I think overall we've just got to go for pumpkin pie here. So very good with catching multi-balls and bringing them back up to the top again. It'd be great for our scaling with Refresh Perspective and Glorious Suffering. But in particular it's just going to make a whole lot more healing slime, which we're really going to need against the blister here. Right, if I can get a nice heal off of this peg. That's pretty good. I mean, another restore could have been nice. Hopefully this will be a fight. No, it's even more HP loss. Okay, well, we'll get rid of Terrible here. And hopefully that will make it easier to get Summoning Circle into something good. Alright, Summoning Circle into best at 4, that's okay. My Summoning Circle is on 3. My Slime Salve is on 3. So hopefully I can get an upgraded best foot forward here. Or an upgraded slimy salve here. I think that kind of worked. See if I can get the refresh here. Alright, nice. So yeah, we got healing slime right at the top, which would be really good. And quite a bit on the left there. I think this is a fight where I'm primarily just going to be trying to kill minions and scaling up the healing slime survive. Unless if I get a good crit here. Which I think makes a lot of sense. Because that'll allow me to kill all the minions and mean I need less healing. Upgrade this healing slime. And upgrade the healing slime down here as well. We're getting a decent bit of healing done. I'll just throw out Laser Orb. That wasn't the best shot ever. Try and get Refreshical to give us a bit more healing as well. Then we can go back to hitting this healing slime here. If I bounce it all the way over to the right, it'll go down the pumpkin pie, would be really good. Yeah, we're getting loads of healing now. Again, just upgrade this healing slime. Try and bounce it over to the other healing slime. And hopefully we'll have a strong enough defense that the blister won't be able to kill us. Right, if I can double hit this here. Nice. And get a good few upgrades on the other healing slime as well. Right, we're all the way back up to full HP. So it's looking pretty good for us here. Just take out this guy so it doesn't hurt me. And maybe Rubble will make a whole bunch more healing slime too. Did take quite a bit of damage here. It's fine, hopefully we can heal it up again. Here I think it does make sense to try and get a refresh. Which I messed up a little bit. That's fine because we get Summoning Circle into Best at 4 to massively upgrade this and then hopefully get the refresh as well. Now it's doing a whole lot of damage and would have probably killed the blister if I just aimed for it. But it's fine, we're going to play the long game because I think it's the safest, most consistent option. We just kill the minions and stay at full HP, then there's not a whole lot the ballista can do. Alright, I really want to make sure I get the refresh off, so I think what I might do is throw this pebble, then discard Refreshical, unless if I can just go for it immediately. It's pretty close, yeah. It didn't quite work out. Alright, the blister's almost at minions now. Once this last guy's dead, we can actually start doing damage to the boss. And then we'll get to see our pegboard again, which will be very helpful. I might just kill with Horrible here. Alright, nice. Let's start upgrading some stuff. I think it makes sense to upgrade both these Best Foot Forbs because they were really helping us out in that fight. Devouring would just ruin everything I've got, so definitely don't want to take that. Same with Consuming Chalice, I've only got one refresh at the moment, so I'd be entirely reliant on this Refreshical. Sapasac, I mean it's an option, I don't think it's necessarily the best option when you're going into the mines. What I do just think is really good is Matryoshka Shell. Just having 2 orbs means way more upgrades with Glorious Suffering and Refresh Perspective, makes it easier to hit refreshes too. Got Pumpkin Pie to try and catch some of them. And in general, upgrades are, or multi-ball's really good against the Alpha Boss. So pretty easy choice here. Got another few options. Health Wealth, it makes a lot of sense because we're healing a whole lot. So it could be good. Mini-bossification, bit of extra gold. We're very strong at the moment, so we should be able to take a mini-boss. But why fight one mini-boss with no rewards when you can fight multiple mini-bosses with lots of rewards? Yeah, so Orbit's Nightmare tends to be one of the best curses in the game. We've got plenty of sustain, so we should be fine against it. Like you saw what we did to the Mimic in the forest. So we're pretty good against them. Yeah, plenty of healing, plenty of scaling. Let's just get some rare X. Yeah, basically what Orbit's Nightmare does is it replaces a lot of your question marks and chests with Mimics, and obviously they drop like rare X, even more so than mini-bosses do. So hopefully we should be able to find something good here. Do have quite a few elites to get through as well, so that's good. Throw out my refresher core here. Get a nice few upgrades on the board. And we'll start hitting this healing slime, just in case I really need it later on once the big guy gets closer. Right, now that the board's visible, it should be a whole lot easier to do stuff with Laser Orb. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of upgrades there, even if it didn't make much healing slime. Go for the refresh, I think. Do want to get this rubble upgraded at some point. Take the best foot forward on this peg. Well, it's nice and easy. Do the same thing again. And then we'll make sure we get our restore buff. Right, and hopefully this can kill. Nice. Jack-o'-lantern makes a whole lot of sense here. Right, like we've already got Pumpkin Pie, and it's really good against the full boss, because you can return to the top to hit pegs that you hit previously before to try and break them. So definitely good. We say not to take Poltergeist 2. I don't know if I'm going to be upgrading it a whole bunch, but yeah, it is one of Spinventor's best orbs, as again, it kind of struggles with AoE. And with Spinventor originality, it's like a 4/7, so it is pretty strong. Against the Super Sepper, so we probably will need a bunch more AoE. Right, we can tell it's a Mimic, because Molten Gold just gave me a headache. So yeah, these guys are going to gain 150 extra Bulwark and 1 extra Muscle every time I fight them. So they will start getting pretty strong. But I think we should just be able to heal up all the damage they do anyway. Alright, I got a refresh. I got a Pumpkin Pie directly below me, which is really good. It's gonna hit that doll peg that's been healing slimed at the top a lot. Yeah, that went very well. Might just hit it with Best Foot Forward as well. And I can send my Summoning Circle into it too. Definitely want to get my Resorbs off. So try and get this one here. If I end up killing the Mimic early, it's not too bad. I think I will end up killing the Mimic early. Jack-o'-lantern should do it here. I think the main thing is just going to be keeping my HP high so nothing silly happens. Activate Orb did get buffed, but it kind of really sucks with Glorious Suffering, so it's not going to have any stats, so I won't take that. Necromancer, we've got way too many refreshes for that, so it's not going to be good. Alleviation does make a lot of sense, because damage reduction slime being upgraded makes it reduce even more damage. And we don't have one currently, so yeah, I think I'll take that. And then in terms of what we're upgrading, I think we just want extra refreshes, don't we? Yeah, that'd be good. Speaking of extra refreshes, Peg Bag. One of the best relics in the entire game. Especially when we're doing a whole bunch of like multi-ball Pumpkin Pie stuff. I mean, extra crits is alright, but we're not really relying on crit damage here, because crit damage kind of sucks. And it doesn't... It kind of works with Bessie's Hedge, but yeah, it's going to be very unreliable. A bunch of extra max HP is pretty good with the Act 4 boss. And same with like extra multi-ball. The multi-ball is going to be a little bit worse because of Matryoshka Shell. I think it just makes more sense to have extra refreshes, especially since they're going to be healing me too. Then we'll keep doing question marks, keep doing mimics. Go for this mini boss on the right, I think. Okay, let's get a little bit of damage reduction slime going. I will summoning circle towards the pumpkin pie over here. Yeah, this spell's getting very strong, which is great. See how much damage Laser can do. This crit's not going to help, but I kind of just want it out of the way. Yep, plenty of damage. Is this just going to kill? I kind of want to get some of my restorbs off. But they are quite low down. So yeah, I guess I can just heal with Refresher instead. Nice. Let's just start leveling stuff up. I think Bull Deviation makes the most sense. It's going to make more damage reduction slime. Right. I mean, Alien's Rock is cool, right? Because we got a lot of targeted stuff. It's just not really going to do a whole lot against the Act 4 boss. Same with Ring of Pain. Like, if I do 700 damage to a 1,000,000 HP enemy, like, does it really matter? Not quite. Crocus can be really good against the Act 4 boss. We don't really have a whole lot of crits. So I think short stack probably makes the most sense. It just means that every crit I have is going to give me +1/+1 when combined with Betsy's Hedge. So yeah, sure, let's go for it. And then maybe if we get Duplication Potion to add a bunch of crits to the board, it will slowly scale our damage over time. Right, again, fire towards the Pumpkin Pie hole with Summoning Circle. None of them actually went in, but that's still okay. Got a bit of Healing Slime over here if I can hit it. Which I don't think I did. Slime, we should be making plenty of Healing Slime here. So I don't expect we'll take much damage in this fight. We can upgrade it too. Just check and see if I have any shops there. I got a new shop relic called Lightning Grease, which is actually pretty good against the F4 boss. Especially if you've got Glorious Suffering. So it'd be nice if we see that. If we don't, then that's okay. Still got quite a lot of stuff going on. Does it make sense to start saving up for the shop then? I don't think any of my upgrades are too impactful. I mean, Splat Up would be good, because I'm making more durable pegs. Might just upgrade Jack-o'-lantern, because it does do quite a lot. Right, Refreshes crit. I think Refreshing Punch is probably the best thing, right? I've got 3 Refreshes. And Explosive Pegs are really good against the F4 boss. Just for like destroying those extra special pegs. Refreshive obviously does nothing against the Act 4 boss. It's very good against the Super Sapper, but we do want to get that Act 4 boss killed. And again, crits don't do too much for us at the moment. So yeah, definitely a Refreshing Punch here. And then we want to get that next mini boss. I mean, crits do a little bit of damage, so I might as well aim towards them, but they're not going to be our main source of damage. Try and get a refresh. Something that we've added all these refreshes and yet they're still all in bad spots. Might just blow these 2 up to get them into a better spot. Take out the Sapper just in case it does anything funny. upgrade this healing slime. Nice. It looks like I'll still be able to get my restorbs off on this fight. Oh, if I don't just like kill everything. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't do 700 damage. It might do though. Oh yeah, easily. That's kind of a shame. Oh, what can you do? I think Ether is a very good orb. Yeah, I might just take it and upgrade it for now. Yeah, the more refreshes, the better. Right, this guy again should be totally fine. Actually get some restores off this fight. Get this awkward refresh at the top. Upgrade a bit of healing slime. I don't think there's a whole lot these enemies can really do to me. It's just going to be a case of slowly whittling them down as I scale up my healing slime. We just get to Poltergeist still, kill everyone. And that'll speed the fight up a lot. Nice. I mean, Echo could make a lot of sense here. Or just the second Poltergeist. Yeah, I mean, the stats don't really matter, right? Because of Draw Suffering. You kind of want to save some gold for the shop, though. So maybe I just take the Poltergeist. Extra crits is extra damage, right? Because of Betsy's Hedge and Short Stack. I think it's probably more damage than Echo Chamber is. But I mean, if we're filling the board with Healing Slime and upgrading it too, then Weaponized Envy probably does a lot of damage. So yeah, I think I'll take Weaponized Envy. Go for another fight to try and maybe get some more Storbs off. Oh, okay, or not. Oh, it's a Mimic anyway, that's probably better. Then yeah, we'll go to the shop after this. Nice. Our subs are quite far down, so I don't know if I'll get them off. And start discarding towards them. Yeah, Laser might kill, but I don't think Poltergeist would. Nice. I can use this one. Jack-o'-lantern probably would kill, so I just throw this out. Throw Horrible over here. And then get a nice restore buff. Right, excellent. More Jack-o'-lanterns. It could be an idea. Yeah, sure, why not? And then we'll save up the rest for the shop. We are doing a lot of refresh stuff, so that will give me a whole lot more gold, but I don't really need too much more gold at this point. We did get recombobulated, so if we took Alchemist Cookbook all the way at the start, then that would be okay. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with Bessie's Edge. Powder Collector's definitely a no-go. I'm just going to eradicate my Healing Slime. But I mean, as I said before, Duplication Potion is just like the best relic for dealing with the full boss. Right, especially now that we've got loads of refreshes that blow up. And it just makes a lot of sense to take that. So we'll probably take this and just take as many reorganizers as we can see. Go this way. Subtraction reaction is incredibly good. As I sort of said, Spinventor struggles with defense. It mostly relies on slimy, sort of like healing slime. Damage reduction slime can be good, but it's difficult to like supply it in a constant amount in order so it's like consistently reducing damage, unless if you get subtraction reaction. So yeah, this is one of Spinventor's best relics and works incredibly well with Glorious Suffering too. Definitely want to take that. And go for the shop and see if we find anything else good. Decorb's great. The Act 4 bosses are like a really long fight, so we want to make sure if we do run out of orbs that we're okay. Removing a pebble makes a lot of sense too, just to get some bad orbs out of our deck. And then Orbsium is one of Spinventor's best orbs, especially if Glorious Suffering. So I'll try and take that and try and get it leveled up. Tempted to maybe take another Jack-o'-lantern, but to be honest at this point we just want to fill our deck with like reorganizers, so taking those other orbs maybe doesn't make so much sense. Alright, this fight's gonna be horrible. Let's get this refresh all the way down here at the bottom out the way, so it's hopefully gonna start being more useful. Yeah, real shame about this lightning rod here because my Jack-o'-lantern's not going to do too much. But I probably want to save these two orbs of trying to kill the sapper in front of me anyway, so I'm still going to go for it. Let's try and kill the sapper here. Oh, this isn't looking good. Alright, fortunately that guy blocked the sapper for me, so that's great. I do kind of need to kill it with a Resolve now, otherwise I take loads of damage. So hopefully I can do that. Flanking Pie's in a decent spot, I think. Yep, nice. I'm surprised I haven't set up this Rig Bomb yet. Make some damage reduction slime. Get the Restore buff. Almost killed the Weather Vane. Might be able to do it with Weaponized Envy here. Nice. Alright, and we should be fine now. I think, did I see Tactical Treat like as my starting relic? Would have been really nice to have it here with like a Duplication Potion and all these refreshes, but I think Refresh Perspective has kind of been carrying, so I'm not too sad. Let's get down on it. Alright, stuff we want to upgrade, definitely Orbsium. It's probably one of Spinventor's strongest damage orbs. Now the Mimic is great. Even though it's got like a ridiculous amount of HP, there's still not much I can do here because I'm just scaling up my damage and scaling up my defense. Still want to get my restores off for the Act 4 boss though. Getting loads of gold from Molten Gold here, which is helping me with my upgrades. Right, nice. We've got 2 amazing orbs here. Obviously, Reorganizer with Duplication Potion to make loads of refreshes everywhere. Gonna take that. Also gonna take Potion Bolt, because it's just like even more multi-ball, even more slime. Way more upgrades with Glorious Suffering. Definitely want to get that to level 3 as soon as I can. And then I think Ring of Reuse here is absolutely insane. Like, yeah, I've got a lot of orbs in my deck, but I also have a lot of single-use orbs like Restore or Potion Bolt or Reorganizer is effectively single-use for my decks this big, so being able to use it twice is really good. A Ring of Reuse in general is really good with Spinventor because it helps you have multiple orbs without ruining Spinventor originality. So yeah, our deck should definitely be big enough, I think. I mean, all these other ones don't really help, like crits don't do much. This doesn't matter when my orbs have like -4, -4. And then reloading, I'm probably going to do that once, and it's still not going to do that much to the -4, -4. So yeah, definitely Ring of Reuse here. Now we'll try and get Potion Bolt upgraded as soon as we can. This is one of the few fights that can actually kill me, so I want to try and make sure I just detonate bombs here and get it done as soon as I can. I'm going to use the exploding refreshes to help me with that. Yeah, the sooner I detonate these bombs, the sooner I can heal up the damage I take from detonating these bombs, which I think makes a lot of sense. Damage reduction slime is also going to really help out with me taking less damage from the red bombs. Yeah, just don't mess around with this Apparoni fight. Alright, upgrade you. Do I have any other important upgrades? Probably just Orbsium. I'd like to upgrade Furbisher as well. Wait, sorry, Reorganizer. This guy for the 3rd time, okay. Alright, let's not use targeted orbs, let's use laser orb to get these annoying refreshes down the bottom out of the way. Alright, I really don't want to throw Portal guys, because that would just kill everyone. Instead, I'd rather get my Restore buff for a little bit more max HP. There we go, healing up nicely. I think it's going to take me too long to get the next Restore buff, so I won't worry about that too much. Yeah, I don't even see it, so I just kill them with Poltergeist there. And this should definitely finish him. Nice. I mean, Cruciball is interesting because it gives me a whole load of stats with better attention than that. But I mean, I've also got Duplication Motion, which is going to do that anyway. So not too important. I think here I will just upgrade Reorganizer so it's a bit more consistent. Puppet really doesn't do a whole lot in X4. I mean, it might work for like one purple fire max HP drain, but that's about it. And extra gold in X4 is not going to do a whole lot. You know, Popping Corn, probably like the 2nd best thing to get after Slimy Salve. Yeah, that's just going to help us make sure our HP is topped up at all times, so I definitely want to take that. Bit more max HP. Main thing to be worried about against the Sea of Separators is just reloading against it. Because then you take a whole bunch of sappers to the face, but we've got Decoy Orb, so we should be okay. I'll try and get this crit for my icicle. Nice. I'll try and get this crit for my icicle as well. And I think he's about to do the attack where he restores the tile pegs, so I'll save my refresh for that. Yeah, ideally I can get my potion out on a nice open board, so it can do all of its multi-ball and slime creating shenanigans. So yeah, I'll just try and destroy as many of these tile pegs as possible before I use it. Alright, excellent. I don't quite want to kill him yet. I kind of want to get those extra restorbs off, so I might just target these guys and try not to hit too much stuff. It's a bit awkward with the pumpkin pie being right in the middle there. Okay, I might only get one extra restore off, but that's okay. We've got plenty of max HP for Act 4. Alright, because we've beaten both of our challenges, we have unlocked Act 4. I think I might just save up gold for the shop though, in case there's anything good. All of these kind of suck. And it's actual, I mean, it is a whole lot more money, and it does upgrade a lot of things that I needed to be upgraded. Spinventor does it in general, probably have like the best rare orbs, right? You got Summoning Circle, you got Potion Bolt, you got Poltergeist, Orbsium, Orbsit Reaction. So it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Seal Conviction when like I've already got like Ring of Fuse is probably a pretty bad idea. Safety Peglin is just actively bad. Restricting Chains can be kind of crazy against the Act 4 boss, but it can also be kind of bad because you can't necessarily go for the pegs you want to go for. And I'm not like 100% consistent with refreshing. So I mean, to be honest, I might just take Hangman's Satchel. I could get some decent rare orbs. Might upgrade the orbs I want upgrading, and it's going to give me gold for the shop as well. Usually Hangman's Satchel is one of the worst wrecks in the game, but I think my build's pretty busted at the moment, so not too much harm in taking it. Let's see what we got. Got another bit of healing slime, so that's alright, I guess. And then was it, yeah, I think another Poltergeist. So nothing too crazy, but alright overall, I think. Yeah, we don't have super boots or anything, so we do need to be a bit careful about using multi-ball with the purple fire pegs. Or purple fire pits. Maybe we'll be able to get it at the shop though, so that'd be good. I think damage reduction slime can help with that anyway, so at least we have a little bit of protection against it. Yeah, these guys shouldn't be a threat though. Slowly scaling up my damage, so as the fight goes on longer, I'm just gonna be stronger. going to end up putting healing slime in all these great big bouncer pegs. Yeah, it would have been nice to do 10,000 damage to the guy behind that guy, but what can you do? Imagine refresh skill should be pretty good here. Cool. And this should definitely kill too. Oh, barely didn't, but hopefully the damage from weaponized envy can take it out. Yep, nice. Right, cool. Might just want to upgrade Balm a little bit, so it's a bit more useful. I mean, it's not that useful when I'm playing the board with healing slime anyway, but a little bit more healing slime doesn't hurt. Make sure I don't misnavigate there, that'd be really bad. Alright, I do have a lot of orbs to like upgrade, but my upgrades aren't that impactful, so I won't be upgrading my orbs. Removing orbs. It is an option to get better stuff like Reorbanizer, but I don't think it's going to be that important. More max HP, I've got those already, so I'm just going to take 3 relics and see if I can get something really good. It wasn't that good, but an extra crit helps a bit with my damage, I guess. If I get crits refreshes, then that'd be really strong. This is gonna be another mimic. Get a bit more HP off my restorbs. I feel like Orbsium just kills here, so I'd rather go for Refresh Trickle to hopefully get a bit more gold. I don't see my other Restorb, so I'm just going to try and kill this guy now. Nice. I think I got all the gold here. Looks like it. Cool. Don't want to buy a ridiculous amount of stuff at the shop. I don't really have that many more important upgrades. Like maybe upgrading Jacobont in a bit. Could be good. I'll upgrade it once and then go for the shop. Right, well there we go, yeah. Crits refresh is insane here. Prime Slime's also really good. I think I probably just want more refreshes, right? I'm going to be making so many crits. But this could give me Lightning Slime, which is very good against the F4 boss. I mean, if I got too many refreshes, then maybe I won't be able to break the special pegs as well. At the same time, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be scaling up my damage so hard. But then also scaling up my damage really hard doesn't matter if the boss is intangible. So yeah, I think I might go for Prime Slime instead. Right, I mean, short fuse enhanced gunpowder is interesting. We're not too useful here. A bad slime really doesn't matter when we're upgrading everything massively. So I think what we'll just do here is remove Pebble, take another Reorganizer. Is House of Slime helpful, I wonder? Or is that going to make it harder to do stuff? I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to upgrade. I might just not take a lot of these relics here, because I need you upgraded. Yeah, this is going to be like, what, 5 extra max HP? I've only got one fight left, so yeah, most of these are completely irrelevant, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'll just exit this and then use the rest of my gold to upgrade the rest of the stuff I have. Now again, massive shame I didn't get super boots, so I do need to be a little bit careful about these misnavigation fires. Prime Slime did make a bit of damage reduction slime, which can help with that, but it is still pretty risky. Fortunately, I do just have like a lot of max HP, so hopefully it won't be the worst thing ever. Yeah, I just ideally really want to get rid of this guy at the front very quickly. Yeah, it's making quite a lot of those fires now, which isn't ideal. I might lose a bit of max HP here. I'm definitely not going to kill this guy anytime soon because of the intangible. But hopefully we should be okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, not as bad though because of the damage reduction slime. Oh, these pulp guys are any different. Doesn't really seem like it. It's probably a good idea to use them. Just because they'd be hitting all the enemies. Right, yeah, I'm still immune to the purple fires because of that damage reduction slime in the top right. So as long as that survives, I should be okay. Yes, keep giving me damage reduction slime, you're only making me stronger. I don't think I've got any at the moment, do I? Okay, that's kind of bad. Maybe I'll try and get my pulp guys in the black hole then. Ah, so yeah, my scaling's actually pretty slow, isn't it? Oh well. I just took loads of damage here, so I got loads of damage reduction slime. So I should be able to heal up pretty comfortably. Use this big peg here to do so. And then again, I kind of want to go in the black hole, don't I? And hopefully this guy will die to weaponize envy, maybe? Oh, not if I do that. Alright, where are all my refreshes? Down here, okay. Right, well now that the max HP dies dead, I don't really have much to worry about. So I just heal up to full of my Orbium here. Get rid of this annoying intangible guy. Gain some of the max HP that I lost back. Summoning Cycle into Potion Box should be interesting here, I think. Loads of damage. Fire it towards the Bunker Power again. Yeah, I mean, hopefully my scaling will be enough to deal with that full loss. Be a bit awkward if it isn't. Cool. I mean, one thing that is really good against the Aqua boss is Lightning Slime, so I don't want to take Generator here, I think. And upgrade it. Snowball can be really good as well with loads of durable pegs. And the Ring for Use. It's a case of, do I want to just upgrade Real Mines and not the... Yeah, probably, and I can upgrade Ether Wheel as well. Or maybe even just Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, probably just Jack-o'-lantern. Right, well, we'll see how this goes. I mean, if I do take lethal damage and then heal the way back up, Slash Focus is going to be insane. These other two don't really do too much, so yeah. Take Slash Focus and really hope that I don't have to use it. Ooh, really didn't like that. That's not good. So that one max HP does make the difference. Right, we might be able to pop him early here with the Reorbanizer just by making a whole load of explosive refreshers. I mean, Laser Orb's definitely going to help. Get some of these awkward ones. I'm trying to get these ones down here. Yeah, there's only... Oh wow, we popped him early. So yeah, because we destroyed all the crystal pegs nice and early, the boss starts off with less fires and less black holes, and it also has permanently reduced Massicle, which is great. I do want to make sure I go for this black hole though. And see if I can bounce this into the refresh by the intangible peg maybe. I got the black hole, which is great. Go for the... Well, with this Believiation, I don't really need to worry about the purple fire, so I might just go for the Massicle peg instead, just so it reduces a little bit less max HP. Nice. Alright, I can go for the purple fires now. It's gonna send me towards the black hole anyway, so I can destroy it again. Be really good to get rid of a few of these bombs, so I can maybe hit the guy in the middle with my best at fours. My intangible's down, that's nice. Yeah, I can't quite get in the middle here, but I'll just open it up a little bit more again. Upgrading the eye in the center makes it take more damage when you hit it. Yeah, again, I can't really reach it, so I'll just try and go for a few more of the bombs. Yeah, Orbsium on the center eye here should be really good if I can get it in. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, doing great amounts of damage there. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't have the red peg down, but I think that makes sense with how much damage we did end up doing there. Fill the board with refreshes again. And try and get that red peg. Nice. I mean, if we can make a whole bunch of lightning slime, that'd be very helpful. See if I can get a bit in the middle, a bit at the top. Yeah, now we're doing some serious damage. And if I can get on the left-hand side as well, just to sort of evenly distribute it. Then hopefully I can just spread all the way across the board. I don't know if I want to use level 1 splat up here. I think it makes more sense to go for the Jack-o'-lantern, so we've got no black holes. Yeah, doing very good damage here. If I can get the max HP reduction, that'd be really good. Because he's about to do the max HP drain attack. Yeah, annoyingly that peg's really difficult to hit. Doing a good job of taking out all the other ones though. Hit this refresh here and hopefully take out the purple peg. Really want to go for the max HP reduction if I can. Still not quite getting it. Oh well, I'll go for the lightning slime here, just upgrade it a little bit, and hopefully that'll bounce into the max HP reduction. This thing's really getting to me, isn't it? Oh well, I can upgrade this lightning slime here. Right, now I think I might have upgraded the lightning slime on the right hand side enough that it's actually going for the max HP peg to a reasonable degree. Right, let's try and get rid of the purple fire before I use Summoning Circle, because that could end up going badly. Nice. And Summoning Circle here should hopefully do ridiculous amounts of damage. Especially if I just go for the central eye. Yeah, that hit the damage cap, which is great. I can do exactly that again. Even fire it over towards the refresh, which will hopefully go down the pumpkin pie hole. Yeah, we just hit him for the damage cap again. So yeah, this fight's looking really good. Try and get rid of this purple pig here, so I take a little bit less damage from the fires. And we start zapping things on the right hand side. Yep, loads of damage. That's going to hit the cap. Almost. Try and get that black hole dead. I'm surprised this bomb's still alive. How's it just dodged everything? Get rid of the purple peg. Then we might be able to finish him off here with this jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of damage with this. And boom, there we go. So, what went well that run? Well, obviously our scaling damage was incredibly important for the end there, with our Refresh Perspective and our Glorious Suffering. I'm not going to pretend like Slimy Salve didn't carry the entire run. Obviously it's probably just Spinventor's best relic, so if you see it, definitely click on it. And because of Slimy Salve, it made a whole load of durable pegs, which made the scaling from our Glorious Suffering even stronger. We also got Prime Slime at the end there, which sort of does a similar job to Slimy Salve. But additionally it can create Lightning Slime, and the Lightning Slime really came in clutch at the end there. Which was helped a lot by our Generator Orb too. So I think if you're going for Act 4 on Spinventor, it does make a lot of sense to take a Generator Orb if you see one. I feel like that was the only Generator Orb we saw the only run, of the whole run. I might be wrong on that, but if I did miss out on one, that's on me. Yeah, I mean, taking a whole load of refreshes and multi-ball, and like the refreshing punch for the duplication potion, I think that's very important as well. That's just very good for being able to consistently destroy all the special pegs on the at 4 bosses board. Obviously, we phase broken by destroying all the crystal pegs in the phase 1, and yeah, that was purely because of the duplication potion. Yeah, I mean, in general though, like, Spinventor is fairly like offensive to begin with. Again, because Spinventor Identity is like all just like damage, so focusing on defensive stuff and then trying to get some scaling in there does make a lot of sense for this class. Especially since like the defensive stuff can be really rare and hard to come by. I mean, we got Albert's Nightmare here, so we just saw like loads of rare relics, and we're able to get quite a lot of the good defensive options. But you're not always going to have access to that. I mean, additionally, a lot of people say that duplicating orbs on Spinventor is bad, right? Because of Spinventor Identity. But I mean, here, like, look, we've got 2 best foot 4s, which really helped against the Ballista. We've got 3 Poltergeists, which did a lot against the Act 4 boss. 2 Reorganizers, which helped a lot too. 2 Jack-o'-lanterns, which, I mean, you saw there, did like 200,000 damage at the end. So yeah, duplicating orbs on Spinventor isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a case of, like, you know, doing it on sensible ones. Like, some orbs basically have no downside. Like, you don't care about damage on Restore, but you don't really care about damage on Summoning Circle because it's using the next orb's damage. Potion Bolt doesn't do damage, same with... Well, I mean, Balm can do damage, but I mean, the Healing Slime's more important. And yeah, speaking of healing, I'm not sure how much damage Weaponized Envy was doing at the end there. I feel like it was probably a lot, because the center eye had like 500 upgrades on it as a healing slime peg. So it definitely helped. And I mean, you saw how much value Pumpkin Pie and the Jack-o'-lanterns had, just returning to the top every time. Just to have another go at killing the big pegs, and also just like chain reaction all the lightning slime again. Hangman Satchel usually sucks, but it was okay at the end there. The orbs it gave us weren't that amazing, right? It's Poltergeist and Balm, and we already had 2 Poltergeists and loads of healing slime. But I mean, a few extra upgrades and some gold was okay for rounding out the build. I would have preferred to take, like, you know, something that actually did something, but it made more sense than skipping it, at least. And then even if we didn't have all the crazy upgrading stuff, we still had like Betsy's Hedgerow Short Stack and Duplication Potion, just providing another avenue for Spinventor to gain stats, so definitely something worth thinking about. And yeah, worst case scenario, if we did take lethal damage at any point, we had Torn Sash, which hopefully meant that I would have been able to survive the lethal damage and then heal up from it and take half damage for the rest of the fight. And yeah, all around just a very solid example of how to play Spinventor. So I hope that helps, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.